Okay, so today we're going to take a peek and see what's going on with the whole Russia Ukraine situation. Okay, let's get the tea. Let's get the truth behind it. Um, Also, my link down below is link to my link tree, and if you need a reading or whatever, book down below. All right, so let's just get some messages and seeing what the collective needs to hear right now regarding the whole Russia and Ukraine situation. This is the one that came out, baby steps and timeout. 4 and 5. All right, and then look this was peeking up here, right here, which is 51, which is 6. 4, 5, 6. So there's progress, but in what direction? So with timeout and baby steps here, somebody needs to be putting a timeout, but I feel like that's what's happening to Russia right now. Like, they're getting sanctioned and all that stuff, like a baby, right? So let's take a look at the book. So timeout, card number 22. Now that says, see that corner over there is yours and yours alone. It's time to claim that special space. It doesn't matter what's going on out there. It doesn't matter what others are saying. Everything except your own blessed joy is now history. Stake your claim, then take a break. It is all smooth sailing now. Okay, listen. With all this talk, I know Russia, because they do feel like, well, Ukraine was once apart, and so they just want to, unify it again. With all this talk here in this book talking about claiming space and staking your claim, and that space is yours over there, I just feel like they are going to push and push and push and push until what they want is what they want. You're dealing with a Libra. You're dealing with a masculine Libra. That's not anybody like, you're not gonna tell me what to do. I'm a Libra. I know. Like, you're not gonna tell me what to do. And even if you come into me like, oh, you should do this, blah blah blah. No, I'm gonna do the opposite because you just said that. Like, childish, but I mean, every sign has their BS. But you're not gonna tell him what to do. He's not gonna listen. He's not. And then you got him battling with an Aquarius. That's Lord Jesus. Okay, anyways. That's a battle. They ain't gonna back down. Everything is baby powder fresh, baby steps. Everything is baby powder fresh right now. It's new, it's exciting. And of course, you're not quite sure how it's going to work out. You're not supposed to. It will ruin the surprise. But go ahead, take that first step. All great quests have got to begin somewhere. This is the start of a great historic war, quote unquote, because, the physical and the spiritual both have to reflect each other. So, you're always talking about World War III. World War III is going to be a spiritual war. It's going to be a spiritual war. Blah, blah. It's not going to be physical. But that's the thing, though. The spiritual and the physical have to be direct representations of each other. So, if there's a war in the spirit, there's going to be a war down here, right? All right. So, first, let's get into Ukraine's energy and kind of see, like what's going on over there with Ukraine. And then we'll do Russia. All right, this just came out in reverse. So we have the 4 of Autumn in reverse. Okay, so we have the 4. We got the 3 of Swords. The 6 of Summer. The Princess of Winter. Then we have Unity. Hilarious. They don't want unity. People may not want to hear what I'm about to say, but I don't care. King of Cups, King of Summer, the Ace of Spring, and the Ace of Summer. And then the Prince of Summer on the bottom of the deck. Okay, so the union may be good for them. Okay, I'm just going to say that. Okay, somebody gonna get mad, but I don't care. Anyways, The bottom of the deck, Prince of Summer. Ukraine, of course, this talks about needing to stay grounded during a very emotional experience. We know that they are going through very emotional times right now, especially with everything that's going on, and then there's people dying and all that. They bombing hospitals and ridiculous. But then we have the Four of Autumn and Unity. Okay, the past did so with Unity, which is the Hierophant card. Two, like the ancestral energy is very strong and very present. And they're involved in this as well, of course. So it says, do the right things for the right reason. Compare traditional versus new to see which works for you, right? Traditional was the past for them, right? And new is them as an individual, as part of NATO and all that. And joining a community. It talks about a spiritually minded community, but community nonetheless, right? That would represent NATO. Okay. So even though I feel like the union stripped them not being united, stripped a lot of the resources and things away from Ukraine. And another thing too with Ukraine is, so I feel like once this whole thing, boils over, I do feel like they're going to be stronger from it. And of course, not only will that happen, but two, they're going to have a stronger relationship with the United States as well, too. Two, I want to say something about the president. There may be something too that happens to the president of the country. His name's Zelensky. So just keep an eye on that. I did channel that message on TikTok that a leader in Ukraine could be getting attacked, or there could be an attempt on a life. So next we have the Six of Summer and the Ace of Spring here. This is going to trigger a new beginning too, but it is still going to be very much so in the energy of the past. And I don't know why that keeps coming up. It's like I said, it seems like it's like they're together, but they're not. Okay. And I'm going to, and then one last thing here about Ukraine. They are open and to coming to like a deal or some sort of agreement with Russia. And this reunion of Russia and Ukraine may not be anything that anybody wants to hear. And Ukraine could come very undiplomatic after, hearing that. So not only are they going to, have this relationship with the United States that strengthens them, but this relationship with the U.S. is also going to cause heartbreak for Ukraine. Listen, this is just weird. And I still see the union of the two, of Ukraine and Russia in some form right here. The rebirth of a current relationship or the beginning of a new one. All right, so I do want to clarify this Three of Winter and this King of Summer. And the reason why the King of Summer represents the U.S. for me is because we are Cancer, right? We were established July 4th, 1770, whatever the fuck. I know I did not say 19. Lord. Okay, so just give me some clarity on this Three of Swords and the King of Summer. In reverse. The Four of Cups. In reverse. We have the Lovers on the bottom of the deck there. And then we have, and look, the Three of Swords again. Ten of Pentacles. It's like they're accepting money and like help, and it's because hey, it's going to help us get out of this, and it's this war torn energy, but it's still, yet and still, the relationship with Ukraine and the U.S. is going to end here in heartbreak and sorrow and sadness. Okay, so then I want to clarify this over here with this Princess of Winter and this Ace of Summer. Oh, they right out with it. Okay. We got the Hermit on the bottom. And then the Nine of Cups. Listen, the Nine of Cups, the Eight of Wands, and it may be happening faster than people think. That's some unexpected energy. Two of Cups and the Queen of Wands. So this can happen in the under the energy of a fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. But this Two of Cups, listen. This over here represented the reunion of the relationship between Ukraine and Russia. Okay, so it looks like it looks right now, but when I tell you there's going to be some unexpected changes that happen, so let's see what's going on with Russia. All right, Russia. But their Four of Cups sure is upright. For summer, Eight of Spring, the Prince of Winter, and wait a minute, didn't Ukraine just have the Princess of Winter? Because they're a pair, they're a match. That is crazy, and here we are, the Hermit again. Four of Winter, the Magician. Unity, this is hilarious. The King of Cups. And the Ace of Cups. Okay. This is hilarious. Anyways, Russia. Okay, so Nine of Winter. Russia is really in some but their leader is a Libra. Okay, so here's some. You know how we are. We can be a little indecisive sometimes. Two, we can focus on worst case scenarios, which is what he's doing. I'm basically planning for the worst case possible, which is where you get all the threats at, and the this, and the that, and the that, and the this. That's why. Okay. So then we have the Four of Summer here and the Four of Winter. And in reality, I just feel like the leader may not be listening to like his constituents, or the other people in whatever the fuck system they have over there, because I don't pay attention. Because I think they have a democracy, whatever. But like whoever his counsel is, I just feel like he's not listening. It's like he's focused on this one thing. And really, he's not really seeing like the magic in what's going on right now, or the fact that we can resolve this without fighting. But we're gonna look into what led up to this too, as well. Also, I feel like too he's in like planning mode, or he may be like thinking, he may be in his head a lot. Okay. And they're saying like he's not getting sleep over this or anything like that. And of course he's not getting any sleep because he has a shitload of decisions. Like his country is at war. And he started it. So yeah, he's there's a very stressful energy in Russia because of all the changes and the shifts that are happening. And they're about to go through a tower moment. But after that tower moment, after the tower moment. And when I tell you like this, people think this is going to last for a while, and it's not. It's going to be over very quick. Okay. It is going to be over very quick. This, whatever that's going on between them. And I just feel like he still wants the union, and he's trying to come up with an intellectual solution to figure out how to, it looks like war on the outside. On the inside, I feel like there may even be like talks in the foreground or in the background that nobody is seeing between the leaders. You know how Scandal was, where you had these people were having meetings, not only Scandal but Madam Secretary. They have meetings and things with these people in the background, and nobody knows about it. And then they come out, and then there's a resolution, but y'all don't know what happened in the background. So I feel like there are some things that are going in the background that the public is unaware of. Okay. So, eventually this is gonna end. This may end in the summer. But like the reunification of Ukraine and Russia is gonna be a thing, though. Just FYI, it is gonna be a thing. It's gonna be a thing. Okay. And also it seems like too there may be some talks going on behind the scenes with the US and Russia as well. Ukraine and Russia, US and Russia, in the US and in Russia and Ukraine. There may be like a ceasefire or something called soon as well. This is giving off like huge age of Aquarius. Like this whole thing was triggered by us moving into that, because whatever it is that's unaligned between those two countries something gotta trigger it to get in alignment with the age that we are in. So I wanted to see like what pushed Russia to this decision to start this with Ukraine. Just think that they think that they are more powerful together than apart. Yeah, this was this was in the works. This was in the works for a while. This wasn't just an overnight decision. He didn't just, like one day, I want to go over there. No. They've been strategizing and thinking about this for a while. We are moving on. Memories of love, 6 of Cups. This energy of the past and their past connection keeps coming up. Moving on. Sacrifice. The waiting game. Prosperity begins. Spiritual union. There it is again. And deception and envy. And then we have heartache and loss. Okay. So what triggered it? Somebody lying about something, and I'm about to find out who's the liar. So if this is, so first of all, if he says anything about, hey, this wasn't planned or blah, 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 or no, I'm not saying it wasn't planned, but this is something that just happened this year, or they just came up with it. No, this seed was planted a while ago. This action is almost like this action was supposed to take place in the age of Pisces, but something may have prevented it or stopped it from happening during the age that it was actually supposed to happen in. So this may have been something, or this may have, like, this could have possibly been something that should have started around like 2012. Ooh. I wanted to see who was lying, which is why I was shuffling. So we got the Three of Swords. I wanted to see who the liar was. Then we have, the person who think they ain't got no rules, Mr. Libra. Okay. Lord. Then we have the Six of Swords and the Prince of Pentacles. Okay, so yeah, he definitely planned this very meticulously. Okay. And it's almost like he was willing to sacrifice anything in order for this reunification to happen. And if he knew, hey, if I wait till this point in time, because so first two, also the spiritual energy keeps coming up strong. So I guarantee you they have people like me, like giving them advice and telling them when you should do this and when you should do that. Okay. Those are, isn't Russia big on like gypsies and things like that? I think, or is that Germany? I don't remember. I'm pretty sure it's Russia. But yeah, this definitely was planned, and it's about money. It's about resources too. It's about land. It's about power. But he had to sacrifice. In order for him to get whatever, like, I know he wanted to expand and everything, but there's something else here. Like he was sacrificing the country for something. So you know how, people talk about, the Illuminati and this and that in the music industry and all that, blah, blah, blah. And to get famous, you got to sacrifice somebody that you love and this, that, and the other. That's the energy it's given off of, which is kind of weird. So I want to see, like, what was this sacrifice? It's like, why sacrifice your neighboring country? Like, for what? Besides the resources and all that. The Hangman and the Tower again. The Hangman again and the Tower. This could have something to do with outer space. Prince of the Seven of Wands and the Prince of Pentacles. Okay, so this is what I'm getting. So if somebody, say you were like in a gunfight or whatever, right? And somebody, they don't want to get shot, so they pick up a human shield. This is the energy that I'm getting. As far as to why, so it's like, it's almost like Russia was supposed to take a hit for something, but in order for Russia to avoid taking that hit, they would have had to attack another country. Which Ukraine would be the easiest because they were once part of them. And they're right there. They're right next door, Then I have Three of Wands and the Princess of Pentacles, but in reverse, and the Five of Wands. Literally, though. Protecting themselves. And then we have the Ace of Wands and the Moon. Like, literally, like I said, it has something, I don't know what this outer space energy is that's coming up for some reason. Because then we have the Moon. And then we have the World. This is way deeper than the surface. And just it being, hey, we want the union because You know, we just want the reunification. Yeah, that is one of the reasons, but it's way deeper. It's way deeper than that. So let's see if we can get to, besides that whole like sacrifice. I mean, I'm just trying to figure out like what, for why. Why, and what's up with the references to space and the earth? And you know how they say, you know, the earth is round, and again they say no, it's not, it's flat. We're gonna do a video about that too. And that space is not really outer space, and it's really the other firmament where it's more water. You know, and that could have something to do with it. They have said that Putin's reptilian, I think. All right, so let's get these key words here. All right, so we have new beginnings, closure, manifestation, good luck, fertility, oh, protection, prosperity, and then we have love, finding on the bottom of the deck. So why the sacrifice? Which would include, of course, the citizens too, because there are people that are dying because of what's going on, right? Why the sacrifice? Because Russia needed a new beginning, especially after all the BS that happened, you know, with, you know, Russia and the whole election system and this and that and the Russian bots and all that, whatever. So, first of all, for protection, and okay, so this could have been some sort of ritual. Okay, this could have been some sort of ritual, you guys. This could have been a ritual. Part of a ritual to bring into Russia like a more fertile energy, more money, and that's why I said this shit was supposed to happen in the age of Pisces, because that sacrificial energy, that's that Pisces shit. Okay, this is the age of Aquarius energy right here, right? In order for them to get aligned with it, because it's not aligned at all. And I'm trying to figure out like what happened in order to delay it. It's like it was supposed to happen, but if Russia would have triggered that thing right then and there, Russia wouldn't be as like much of a superpower today, right now in 2022, if they did that 10 years ago. They wouldn't be here. So it had to be strategically planned. They had a better chance of getting whatever they want to accomplish now. Look, listen. The Seven of Swords, the Five of Swords. You see them sneaking off, and they're like, we see you. We see you. We see you. We see you. They thought they were sneaky, but you can't get around like the laws of the universe. Confusion, the Seven of Cups. Then we have the Prince of the Knight of Pentacles again, or the Page of Pentacles. The Three of Cups, the King of Swords, and then we have the Page of Cups on the bottom. Protection to bring them more bountiful like harvest. but also to keep them in this energy so they can keep doing the little sneaky shit, behind the scenes shit that they be doing. But they're like, nah, you caught now. You're caught, right? And it's going to be brought down into the physical reality soon. Like there may have been like 3 other countries involved in this thing too. Okay, so it's not just Russia that was involved in this war against Ukraine. There are other people involved and they are not saying anything, but I guarantee you the countries that are members of NATO know exactly who it was. Okay, so expect some meetings soon. This is not going to stay hidden for long. Okay, like the people that were involved and the reason, like all this stuff is going to come out fairly soon. Like I said, this whole thing is not going to last. It's not going to be like the war on Afghanistan or the war on terror or whatever the hell. It's not going to be like that. No, like decades. No, it's not going to be that. Quick, fast, and in a hurry, because the age of Aquarius is not here for that at all. So let's see if it'll give us timing to see if, when we should expect some sort of resolution to this issue that's going on between Russia and Ukraine. King of Swords and the 2 of Pentacles. Okay, so May. I was picking that up earlier with the Hierophant energy coming out strong. May 2022 may very well be the end of this thing. Then we have the Devil, and we have the 6 of Pentacles, the 6 of Wands, and the 10 of Cups. King of Swords on the bottom of the deck. So, 3 to 12 months max. Max. Like sometime between May and March of 2023, May of 2022 and March of 2023, it'll be fizzled out and it'll be over. And all the information will be out. Okay, so that is the reading. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Links down below for bookings or whatever you need. And I'll see y'all next time.